to my lick that expresses shock because we're back.
We are back.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Dave.
And this is... Does it groove?
Does it groove?
By the way, it's a question we ask every single time we present Does it groove. I wonder whether it does or does not. Today we're looking at whether or not the Microtubes B7K analog bass preamp from Darkglass grooves.
I don't know whether it grooves, but I think it probably at least shakes.
So what is it, Dave?
It's basically a bass preamp that has primarily its use for getting filthy distortion sounds, but it does feature kind of the sort of things that you expect to find on a bass preamp pedal, such as DI out and EQ and stuff like that. It's
action-packed full of stickers at the moment because Dave is very specific about where his tone sits in the tonal spectrum of filth as a purveyor of filth.
But I think this, I'm not seeing, I'm sure people have done it before, I'm sure I'm not inventing anything, but I don't see it very often. I find, you know, you get the little sticky dots, you can get them from, you know,
Smiths.
WH Smiths.
Is that what they are?
That's what they are. And I put them on my amps and pedals and stuff like that, so when you're on tour, stuff gets knocked about, or you know, you leave stuff paddleboard on stage and the sport band's been on or whatever, and stuff gets moved, and you get on stage and you know, go to start playing and everything sounds wrong, and I was fed up of that, so I just put little stickers on, so obviously when I'm looking at the board just before I go on stage, I can just kind of go, oh yeah, that's just been hit. I
love how that's like office stationary rock.
Yeah, but it works.
Yeah.
So you'll have to excuse the silly orange and blue stickers on the pedals.
Yes. So you would have seen a sweep over of the pedal already from my editing magic. What we're going to do is just give you some tones, and I'm going to hand hold this camera and literally place you in bird's eye view of the Darkglass while Dave smacks out some filth. If that sounds
just
good to
before
you.
we do that, I was just going to say that one of the things that I really like about this pedal, in comparison to a lot of other drive pedals, is its EQ, because they have a low mid, a high mid and a high, and typically obviously you get a low and a high, or maybe a mid as well, but not a low mid and a high mid.
Yeah.
And I find, obviously I've said in many videos that mid-range is where it's at for me, and particularly for getting that the sort of drive sound that I go for, I really like that kind of, I don't know, growly, sound, and yeah, the EQ on this pedal does allow you to kind of really tailor the sort of drive sound that you want. So
quite a few people in the previous videos asked about this bass.
Oh, they have
and didn't know what it was or why it is.
Yeah, let's quickly...
Let me do my lick of surprising. Tell us about the bass, Dave.
I kind of want to see some animated something on a pixie or something. Running through some...
Don't you have a lick of surprise?
I do, but I don't think I'll be able to play it.
Do it. Yeah.
Nah, I'm too...
You did it twice.
Nah, I'm gonna... we'll just scrap.
You're one coffee in.
Yeah, I need more coffee and maybe a bit more warming up.
Yeah, because it sounds terrible.
It does sound terrible. It's just really unclean.
What bass is this, Dave?
Okay, this is a Chapman Guitars bass. It is a MLB body, and similar, well, it's basically the same shape and sort of neck profile and contours as the standard Chapman MLB, but it has been modified to my requirements to make a signature model. This is just a prototype. Things will change, but it's pretty close.
Yes, things always change. For example, what it was supposed to come with was a top made of...
Buckeye burl.
Buckeye burl.
And instead it came with this sort of burl maple, which is still very nice. It was kind of a pleasant surprise.
There's a word in there that's the same.
Yeah. But it's got the same Wengi fingerboard as the MLB, but it actually has a full Wengi neck.
Little tri-scale?
With a little tri-scale, which is kind of like it was my first tattoo that I got, and I thought it'd be a cool little sort of, I don't know what's the word, motif?
Yes.
Yeah, at the top of the headstock there.
Nice.
Rather than having my name or anything like that.
So Dave's been rocking this in all of the videos for Dorje, Catalyst and all, which you can see all over the place on YouTube.
Yeah,
we'd like
mainly on your channel.
Yes.
But, and also on the Dorje channel.
Yes. Talking of Dorje, we're just about to announce today at 12 o'clock, which probably is now, our first festival gig.
Of 2016. In fact, actually, it's our first festival gig.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Camden
Cool.
Rocks.
Camden
We're going to be at
Rocks.
Camden Rocks in June. The 4th of
I
June.
think.
I made that up. So
I think it's the 4th.
You know what? I'm just going to double check just in case I'm in any way erroneous. I love the fact that I can still... Yeah, it's Saturday the 4th of June and it's Camden Rocks. You can get tickets from www. or all the W's, CamdenRocksFestival.com.
It's a cool festival. I think it's run over several different venues across Camden.
Sixth are playing.
Sixth are playing. Very cool.
Ginger the White Hearts.
Yeah, there's some very cool bands playing, and we're very happy to be playing.
Yes.
On that
very exciting.
Same bill.
I better start practicing my lick of surprise. That one went a bit awry.
I want 1,000 likes for Rob never to play surprise lick again.
Wait, I've got another one.
I kind of preferred that one.
You prefer that one? It's because I have more notes. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Right, play for me the Darkglass. Oh yeah.
Just quickly.
Yes.
Other major changes from the stock MLB.
We can talk circuitry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, it's got Seymour Duncan passive jazz pickups, which are very cool, and an active preamp, which has a stacked bass and treble pot, a mid boost, pickup blend, and volume. And it also has 26 frets. 26.
Why 26, Dave?
Mainly because one of my other basses had 26 frets, and I got very used to playing it. And I just find that, particularly when you're playing down in any sort of drop tunings, being able to go just a bit above the 24th just helps for kind of...
I thought you were going to say it's because if you add 6 to 8, so add 2 to 6, you get an 8, and an 8 is the shape of the torus, which is the energy pattern, and also almost reminiscent of a Dorje, and I thought that's where I was going in my head. I've digressed quite inhumanely. Bring forth the Darkglass.
Let's filter it up.
Here's Dave.
Hello.
There's the bass.
This is the bass.
Here's the glass.
So it's got I'll just quickly run through them. It's got a blend control. It's got a dip switch here that goes between a raw, thin, fat and grunt kind of voicing, overall level, and then a kind of attack boost switch here, then drive control, and then the 4-band EQ here with the low and high mid settings there. And as you can see, we're currently set to roughly the kind of settings that I would use in Dorje, which sounds something like this.
Nice.
Yes. So I'll just back the blend off and just see kind of what that does.
How does that slap?
Like that?
Yeah.
That current setting?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll do a...
Sweet. Have you ever put a guitar through it?
No. Should we do that?
Should we try it? Yeah, let's do it. This is actually the crunch channel of the Silverback. add in the glass. That sounds fucking awesome.
It's actually really cool.
That's insane.
It's really cool.
It's defining riff sound. That's crazy good.
It does actually sound really good.
That sounds really, really good. Wow, I'm amazed.
Yeah, that's cool.
Shit.
I did not think of it.
I thought it would be a laugh. I'm putting it through the Dirt channel. I just want to see what it's like. This is quite exciting. I backed off the game to more of a like if it's just my... Well, it's noisy, but it sounds
noisy.
great.
But then again, we are gunning it.
We are gunning it. What if you back it off slightly then? Hit me. Wow.
Filthy.
That's ridiculous.
It's so filthy.
I gotta buy one. What's wrong with those strings?
They are so wrong.
It's wrong. It's like for Dave, it's like playing nothing. You know?
You have to have just been playing bass.
Yeah. Well, I think we've just proved that the Darkglass is ridiculous. I seriously probably might get one to add to the clean channel because that sounded sick. Had a really interesting, different tone to it.
It does. It kind of. I guess it's because of the EQ and just the voicing of it. But it kind of saturates with a different kind of voicing and.
Yeah.
It's got kind of. It's almost like you've got a little bit of a sort of half-cocked wah.
Yeah, it is.
Sound.
That is what it's like.
But it's got rather than because normally you have a bit of desaturation.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's got more saturation, but with a half.
Is it very expensive?
They are reasonably expensive, yeah. I think sort of around the sort of 250-ish.
That's right. That's fine.
But I think, to be honest, most sort of really good bass pedals are about that sort of that kind of price.
Well, I've been Rob.
And I've been Dave.
See you later. You've been bassified.